Merry Christmas to everyone. Yes, this is episode 24 of Metal, and this is the Christmas special. There you see our world champion AJ Styles in the back there. Obviously a frosty reception from this audience, but he is certainly soaking in the holiday atmosphere as world champion, especially after what he did to CM Punk this past week at our Extreme Reunion special. He, along with Rob Van Dam, assaulted CM Punk, and CM Punk got hit with a massive Van Terminator by Rob Van Dam from one side of the ring to the other. And that assault by AJ Styles means that we haven't seen CM Punk since. Styles still has to defend that world title against CM Punk in an Iron Man match at Havoc. However, you got to question how well, in fact, CM Punk is going to be heading into that matchup, especially after the assault that happened this past week. Still, Styles looks to be in good spirits, as many of the wrestlers are. Still to come tonight as well is, for the first time ever, a Miracle on 34th Street fight. We get in the Christmas spirit like only NLW can with a good old-fashioned fight. Sting takes on a member of the NWO in the form of the Intercontinental Champion R-Truth, and that, along with much, much more, here tonight on the Christmas edition of Metal. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Welcome to Metal, the Christmas special, and also the last Metal of 2015, and we're going to go out with a bang. It's the Christmas special live here tonight. We've already seen that AJ Styles is here. We know that Sting and R-Truth are here, and they are going to have a one-of-a-kind matchup, and it can only happen in an LW. It is, for the first time ever, a Miracle on 34th Street fight. That and more here tonight, but more in our main event has recently emerged. In fact, members of the NWO are actually banned from ringside by order of the Commissioner, and this is particularly surprising as R-Truth has needed some help as of late. But then again, he has also stated that The Undertaker, Kane and Triple H are also banned from ringside, so it's a one-on-one matchup, Miracle on 34th Street fight, Sting and R-Truth tonight. Nothing beats NLW wrestling when it comes to holiday cheer. And now, you want to talk about some cheer? These guys are the new NLW Tag Team Champions. And unless you've been living under some sort of rock, if you've been living on another planet, you wouldn't know that the NLW Tag Team titles have changed hands, and the new champions are those two, the Young Bucks. It was this past week at our Extreme Reunion special where the Young Bucks answered the open challenge by the NWO for a tag team title matchup, and it was one of the biggest upsets in NLW history. It was the Young Bucks who defeated Kevin Nash and The Big Show for their tag team titles, with some help from The Undertaker, Sting and Kane of course. However, now that they've won the titles, the euphoria may wear off, because now they've got to deal with the number one contenders. And again, here is another fairly new team to the NLW tag team scene, William Regal and Finlay. It was right here on Metal, on our last Metal, episode 23, where Finlay and William Regal won a triple threat number one contenders tag team matchup, and now that means they're the number one contenders for the Young Bucks at Havoc, and the match is going to take place at Havoc. It's going to be the Young Bucks' first NLW tag title defense when they take on Finlay and William Regal. And well, tonight it's not going to be tag team action quite, but it is going to be a little bit of a Christmas taster, as it is going to be a one-on-one matchup with one member from each team going one-on-one. William Regal going one-on-one with Matt Jackson here. And the Young Bucks obviously probably not going to have a great advantage when it comes to one-on-one action. They are tag team specialists after all. But now you can see William Regal, a veteran of the sport, going right after Matt Jackson. And if William Regal and Finlay, the UK team, were to take the tag team titles from the Young Bucks at Havoc, it would send a major message that they are not to be messed with. And you can see that William Regal was going for that Regal stretch there, his finishing submission move. But now Matt Jackson trying for something, but William Regal just throwing him out of the ring. And William Regal and Finlay have been getting themselves involved with the Brood and the Filthy Animals, among other teams. And now you can see William Regal, that massive boot right to the head of Matt Jackson. And now here it is. Here's where having a tag team partner on the outside of the ring comes into play. Finlay with the illegal interference that the referee could not see. And now just being choked out by William Regal, he is vicious. And you can see Nick Jackson, the other member of the Young Bucks, on the outside pleading with the referee to try and get some order here, because, well, you can see Matt Jackson now, he's going for that super kick, but now dragged down by the ankle. And now, elbow right to the chest, and Matt Jackson just about kicks out. William Regal has obviously got to be the favourite in this matchup, seeing as how he's won singles championships all over the world. A bare knuckle fighter at the age of 14, and now here he is in NLW, beating the hell out of Matt Jackson, folding him up like an accordion with that back suplex. And now what do you suppose he's going to try and do here? Matt Jackson punches him away, and now he's caught out, and oh my! Belly to belly throw, but he didn't just connect with the canvas, he also connected with the turnbuckle in the corner. And that is the hardest part of the ring on the outside. And now, Matt Jackson is in a hell of a predicament here. One half of the Young Bucks and the NLW Tag Team Champions. His arm is getting worked on. And William Regal now is trying to get some momentum back on his side, but now, so is Matt Jackson, that elbow. Right to the face, and now super kick and a kick up. Matt Jackson, amazing agility there. And William Regal is in a dazed state. That famous super kick from the Young Bucks. And now, atomic drop, back drop, and a drop kick. Here is the goal by Matt Jackson, but a kick up by William Regal. And that 20 plus years of experience is coming into play very well for him at the moment. And now you can see grabbing his belt and sending him into the turnbuckle. And now William Regal with a vicious uppercut right to the back of the head. Jackson in the corner now. Now he's got him held, and oh my god! Canadian Destroyer in the super kick. 2, 3, and Matt Jackson picking up the victory. Well, William Regal's obviously going to get caught in this stock, and he's obviously not on Center's good side with a performance like that. However, he did his best, but it wasn't enough. Matt Jackson picking up the victory, and William Regal, it seemed, was in control. He did take the moments that came to him and took them in his stride, but it was this. That amazing Canadian Destroyer, and then that dropkick by Matt Jackson for the victory. And William Regal suffering the effects. You can see he's out on his feet almost. Finlay not happy either. As a team, their momentum is stunted. Heading into Havoc, they have obviously taken a major hit. But Matt Jackson, the underdog yet again, manages to pull the victory out of the bag. And another upset for the Young Bucks. They are on top of the world. And it does surprise me, they are probably the biggest underdogs in NLW history. And they are still the tag team champions. And they put on a hell of a performance right here. Finlay Regal going to have to pick up some sort of momentum further down the line. However, coming up next, it is our main event. It is Sting going one-on-one with R-Truth in a Miracle on 34th Street fight. NWO members are banned from ringside, as well as Triple H, Undertaker and Kane. Who will win that contest? Find out next.
In times of battle, chaos reigns, and the sheep quickly turn into wolves. Men will do whatever it takes to claim victory, and their true nature will come to light. I am prepared to enter the battleground. Are you?
And now there's only one episode to go until Havoc, which is taking place in the new year, January 9th. I cannot wait for that on the road to WrestleMania, but right now we got a bit of a Christmas treat for you. And about to make his way to the ring, somebody who's obviously elated, the NLW Intercontinental Champion, R-Truth. this past week at Extreme Reunion, he pinned Tommy Dreamer and won the matchup with a little bit of help, but you probably know what I'm talking about with that regard. However, R-Truth, he's not just going to have to focus on tonight, he's got to focus on his opponent for Havoc, and that man is Kane. It is a Buried Alive match, the same matchup that Kane was buried alive in several weeks ago, and now R-Truth, by order of the board of directors I might add, has to defend that championship at Havoc against Kane in the Buried Alive matchup. And now his opponent, one member of the Resistance, one member of the group that has been trying to fight the NWO, try and break down the NWO. This man is the man they call Sting. And Sting, this past week, was crucial in helping the Young Bucks win the tag team titles and also disrupting the Extreme Rules tag team matchup this past week as well. But as we know, it was the surprise emergence of one Seth Rollins who caused that to go up in arms, but have no idea what the hell Seth Rollins was doing there. Nevertheless, helping the NWO score a victory. But right now, this is no disqualifications and no countouts. I don't know what R-Truth tried to accomplish there. We just slapped the face in of Sting. And remember, Sting is going to be competing in the Elimination Chamber along with Triple H and The Undertaker at Havoc against 3 members of the NWO, who we don't actually know who that is yet. The commissioner's kept it a hush-hush for a while, and look at R-Truth. Baseball sliding to those presents. And this is a Miracle on 24th Street fight, or a Miracle on 34th Street fight even, and now you can see, just saw the table wrapped in a neat little bow, and also that chair wrapped in a neat little bow. God, I love the holidays. And now you can see him going for him, but now Sting is backdropped onto that announce table by R-Truth, and Sting's in trouble. And remember what the commissioner said, that in this matchup in fact, the NWO are banned from ringside, as are Kane, The Undertaker and Triple H, and now you can see that reef being used to choke out Sting, and now a kick to the back. So we know that the NWO, Triple H, Undertaker and Kane, they're not going to be interfering in this one. However, here you go, roll up by R-Truth, but Sting manages to get out of that, but you couldn't get out of that one. The scissors kick by R-Truth. And now everything seems to got a neat little bow on it, and so does that chair, but it is not a pretty sight to see it coming colliding at you. And that chair was just cracked across the back of Sting. But Sting is back up and he's trying to get back into this wheel punch. Sent off the ropes, reversed, and oh my! What a massive thrust kick right to the face of Sting. And R-Truth is hoping for a better night. I mean, he did win this past week at Extreme Reunion. However, he did get thrown into a lot of barbed wire, and I'm sure he's not 100% recovered from that. And what is that? Looks like a candy cane. A candy cane kendo stick. And now using it to do in the head of Sting, and what is he planning now? He's got it on that top rope, and my god, he wants to impale Sting. But Sting, he's trying to stop this, and he does, thankfully. And Truth is psychotic right now, and the Stinger splash, and oh my! The end of that kendo stick right into the throat of R-Truth, and here's the cover, but a kick out by Truth. Almost impaled him. My god. And now R-Truth had a pretty extreme night at Extreme Reunion, and now he's having another one, courtesy of Sting. Tries to go at him, but a bulldog by Sting. And now he's got that candy cane. That candy cane kendo stick, and now he's trying to go for him, but Truth looking for the lie detector. Pushed away though, and a scorpion spinning heel kick by Sting. Sting is trying to get back into this one. The momentum has shifted in a big way. And now you can see Sting with that kendo stick, that candy cane kendo stick in fact. I'm saying that a lot, it is a real tongue twister, I should say. And now he's just using it to whip in the back of R-Truth. And now that neatly wrapped chair being placed on the sternum of R-Truth. Sting on the top rope, and a splash from the top rope onto that chair as well, but you gotta believe that it did quite a bit of damage to Sting as well. And with the NWO not allowed at ringside per orders of the commissioner, I think it's the right call, but I don't know how wise it is for the NWO. And now you can see, well, maybe it was wise for the NWO. R-Truth is holding his own at the moment. A massive kick to the face of Sting as Sting brings in that ladder. And now, what is R-Truth planning here? Sting is propped up on that ladder. And I don't like the looks of this, but Sting moves out of the way. And it is R-Truth who goes face first into the ladder. And what do you suppose that Sting is planning now? This Miracle on 34th Street fight is taking a turn for the worse, there's no doubt about it. Look how high he is. He can't possibly be going for a move from the top of that. Oh boy! Oh, he's pushed it! Oh my god, not again! And for the second time, that's Seth freaking Rollins! And for God's sake, I thought the commissioner said that no one was interfered, but he specifically said Triple H, Undertaker, Kane, or the NWO in the curb stomp. And what is Rollins' business with helping the NWO? Oh, don't tell me it's going to end like this, for God's sake. Oh, damn it, R-Truth picking up the victory. And what the hell is Seth Rollins doing out here again? We still got many questions to answer. The NWO haven't even addressed the fact that Seth Rollins has been interfering in their matches. And now you can see the Intercontinental Champion picking up the victory over Sting here in this Miracle on 34th Street fight. Well, the season of goodwill and good cheer, obviously not with the NWO, they're still resorting to cheating. Well, we can see that Seth Rollins came into the ring, pushed Sting off that ladder and through that table, right through the bow as well. And then, that massive curb stomp did it in for Sting. Seth Rollins, for a second night in a row, hightails out of the arena. Why is he helping the NWO? That's what I want to know. And now, R-Truth picks up one of the biggest wins of his career. This might have proven that he can hang with Kane at Havoc in that Buried Alive matchup. And if we can see that the NWO has some sort of trick, I don't know. It's so confusing to me. We've still got the Elimination Chamber match at Havoc between the NWO and the Resistance. R-Truth has to put his title on the line. And this entire situation is becoming even more complex by the second. And there you see AJ Styles, the World Heavyweight Champion, in the back there, and it looks like he's signaling to someone. He's on his way to the ring. Who's he calling? This is truly a spectacle to behold. This is why they call it the grand stage. This is huge. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me! He has finally fulfilled his destiny after months of hard work. Get ready for something you have never seen before.
The biggest wrestlers.
Oh my god, did you see that? What the hell are we witnessing?
The biggest matches.
Sting versus Undertaker, match of the century.
The biggest moments.
Styles wins Money in the Bank. Triple H is our new world champion.
This is WrestleMania.
It is the final pay-per-view stop on the road to WrestleMania. Havoc comes your way January 9th, and it is going to be one hell of a card heading into WrestleMania. So many matches already been announced. Some have been announced here tonight, in fact. One of them has been in place for a while. Is Finlay and Regal taking on the Young Bucks for the tag team titles. The Bucks are the new tag team champions. They're the new tag team on the scene. But Regal and Finlay, with that experience edge, can they wrest the titles away from the Bucks in the honeymoon period, so to speak? And then you can see, also, Rob Van Dam has stepped up his game. He is getting even more angry, and he wants a shot at the X Division title, and he's going to get it. He sent several messages to Austin Aries in the past couple of weeks that he wants that title, and can Van Dam become the first man to beat Aries for it? And Wyatt has also been one who's been a crazed individual as of late. He has been playing so many mind games with Jeff Hardy. Can Hardy combat that with his high-flying offense and defeat Wyatt at Havoc? And also for the Hardcore Championship, it's going to be the Sandman taking on Randy Orton. It is well documented that the Sandman's shoulder is pretty injured at the moment, especially after the assault that Randy Orton contemplated and delivered at Extreme Reunion. Will Sandman be able to defend it? That is the question, and the question is, Can Finn Balor become the first man to pin or submit Kurt Angle? The challenge was laid down. Balor, the demon, he takes on Angle, and Angle is probably in for the fight of his life. And you want to talk about the fight of your life? This one is going to be one hell of a contest for R-Truth. Truth earlier tonight held his own against Sting, but will he have to do that against Kane? It is a buried alive matchup, and it's for the Intercontinental Championship. And this one, only the second time ever we're having an Elimination Chamber match in NLW. 3 versus 3, the NWO, what the hell are they doing? We have no idea what their tactics are, but 3 of them are going to take on Triple H, The Undertaker and Sting. Can the Resistance take down the New World Order? And it's the main event, it's for the World Heavyweight Championship. For the first time ever, a 30-minute Iron Man matchup. One of the most heated rivalries in NLW history comes to a head at Havoc. CM Punk goes one-on-one with Styles. The man with the most pinfalls in that lifetime period is going to be the winner. And that's not all. It's a little bit surprising, to be honest. I didn't think I'd be doing this, but you know, it's off the cuff. And tomorrow, you're going to see it uploaded. The NLW Christmas special, a Christmas journey, if you will. Just bear with me, it's something a little bit different, and who knows, you might enjoy it. That is the NLW Christmas special tomorrow. But as for right now, we saw AJ Styles earlier. He was calling to somebody, don't know who it was, but we saw him walking in the hallway, and he was obviously heading for out here in the arena. Here is the man who is obviously in a festive mood after having dealt with CM Punk and Extreme Reunion. AJ Styles, the World Heavyweight Champion, is going to put that title on the line at Havoc in an Iron Man match against CM Punk. And now AJ out here, and what? I'm going to describe what I see. I see 3 elves walking to the ring. That must have obviously been who AJ Styles was calling to, but what the hell is he doing with these elves out here? I know it's Christmas after all, but obviously, what, have they been taken straight out of the workshop or something? I don't know. But AJ Styles obviously just taking the piss right now. And, you know, as world champion, I suppose he's allowed to do this, but hey, what's he going to say now about CM Punk in this entire situation while this crowd isn't even going to let him speak? He's got those 3 elves in the ring, and I can't believe I'm saying that, but now AJ getting agitated. He wants them to shut up so he can speak. And hang on. Get the cameras off. Oh, we apologise. I think we know who that was. But, yeah, the segment's turned to crap at the moment. That elf just attacked the other elf, and what the hell's going on now? Well, there's CM Punk, and you can see he seems to be in the locker room of AJ Styles. That was where AJ Styles was relaxing earlier tonight. And now CM Punk is drinking his champagne, sitting in his chair, and AJ Styles is livid. Well, we haven't seen CM Punk since he was assaulted by AJ. And that elf obviously finds it quite funny that CM Punk has infiltrated AJ Styles' locker room. But now AJ, hang on! Oh my god, the GTS! Oh, and of course, CM Punk cutting short AJ Styles' apparent celebration. Well, this is going to be a nasty Christmas for AJ, certainly. He just got duped. Vengeance for CM Punk, but he is not finished there. AJ Styles was trying to hijack the show, trying to have fun at the expense of CM Punk by bringing these elves out here, and to his ignorance, I suppose, CM Punk was one of them. That was obviously a pre-tape. Punk broke into his dressing room, and now he's just got a measure of revenge.